Podcast.
Welcome back to the only podcast.
We've got a guest with us this week.
We do.
Again.
We have my friend Max Pacheco.
Hey.
Max.
Oh my god, it's Lemon Demon.
That's not him. Alex.
Let me tell you about the Potter Puppet Pals. When my sister Emmy and I decided to adapt the great stories of J.K. Rowling, we decided the best format was puppetry.
Max.
That's the only really way to adapt it.
Max, would you like to introduce yourself as not your fun friend? Your fun friend?
I'm an unfun friend.
Cool.
No.
Cool.
I mean, by your implications, if that's my fun friend, then I must be the unfun one.
Process of elimination.
I have to say the word funny before everything. You did this to me.
Yeah.
Let the man speak.
Well, no, Michael Panutz did that, but yeah, continue.
Hey, I'm Max. I guess I'm best known for my Twitch stream, right, these days, that sometimes changes names, but if you look up just Max Pacheco, you'll find me. Pacheco, I'm out there.
He's out there. Call him. He's available.
He's out there.
You know, I happen to
His
see...
street address is 773.
I happened to see your Twitch username last night. You hosted our stream.
I did, yes.
I didn't realize you were a Twitch partner, Max.
Twitch partner.
Yeah, I'm a special kind of Twitch partner where I don't make much money, I don't have a lot of followers or subscribers, I don't have the check mark, unlike every other partner on Twitch, but it's in my username, so it must be true.
It's my understanding that people cannot subscribe in any way.
No, they can subscribe. They are capable.
Oh, they
yes,
can?
no, they can. They absolutely can.
Yeah, there's a difference between affiliate and partner.
Oh, right, affiliate. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You'd think that Twitch wouldn't let you put Twitch partner in your username.
I just wanted it to be Super Max, but they wouldn't let me do that. So I went the other route of
creative.
Hard to remember,
We should just put like twitch.tv owner TheFableFew.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. For the stars.
We are the CEOs of Amazon.
So, do you guys have a format here? I didn't do my homework.
No.
We bullshit.
Yeah,
okay.
We just talk for an hour and then dump it onto the internet for all to listen.
Great, because you know what time it is, guys.
What time is it?
It's time for Bible quote trivia. Now, for each passage, I'm going to give you the book and numbers. All you have to do is fill in the blank. Whoever fills in the blank first gets 10 points. For a bonus 15 points, correctly quote the preceding or following passage. So here's the first one.
What can I redeem the points for, Max?
You'll find out at the end. All right, here's the first one.
That's not fair.
This comes from Genesis 2:24. And the quote is,
right.
Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his blank, and they shall become one flesh.
Hold fast to his ass.
No? Anyone else?
I'm gonna also go with Kaylee's answer. Hold fast to his ass.
It's still incorrect. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I remember this. I remember this, actually. All right, ready? Hold fast to his ass.
No. It's actually wife. All right, moving on. This one is...
Oh, I should have known. I'm gay.
I hate you. Get him out of here.
All right, this one is Proverbs 5:18.
Hold on. No, before we continue.
Okay.
Before we continue, the literal text is my wife.
And hold fast to his wife.
In parentheticals, Borat voice.
That is the Old Testament. The New Testament does not have the Borat voice.
They redacted. Why was this the thing you came up with?
All right. So Proverbs 5:18. Let her breasts fill you at all times.
Is this a bit?
Nope, this is true.
Bit?
Listen, let her breasts.
This is a contest.
Let her breasts fill you at all times with blank. Be intoxicated always in her love.
This sounds like the text from a
Hits
game.
game show button, goes ding 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 ding.
Yes.
Is
It's
the
ass.
word is the word life?
Nope, it's not. It's not life.
Read it to me again.
Okay. Let her breasts fill you at all times with blank. Be intoxicated always in her love.
Milker sloshers.
Not
Big
milk-
titty goth GF.
Thank
Nope.
you.
I'm trying to
Kaylee.
actually think of an answer.
It is
Fuck.
in my hands.
I don't think that's the word, Jay.
Fill you with joy?
Close. I'm gonna give you partial credit. It's delight. Let her breasts fill you at all times with delight. All right, next one. Galatians 5:19. All right, this is a tricky one.
All right.
Let's start sobbing.
Blank, flesh, blank, sexual, blank.
What the fuck is happening?
Sounds like the lyrics to a Bob Marley song.
I know this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah?
Ass.
I have a few.
Nope,
I had a sneaking suspicion.
No, that's not enough words.
Is one of the words Jesus?
No, there's Jesus is not in this quote.
That was my only thought.
I gotta say, I'm stumped, Max.
All right, so it's
How many blanks are there?
there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blanks. So we're looking for 10 missing words.
10. Paper Mario, the 1,000-year door is a good game.
So close. It was actually now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality, impurity, and sensuality.
Fuck yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on our Bible podcast, everyone.
All right, round
Fuck, was this what you
two.
came up with to do?
Round two.
What do I get with my? Bro, hold on, there's a round.
There's a
two.
round two. This round is called.
No.
Oh, fuck.
This round is called Asked a Priest. ASKED. Asked a Priest. I'm gonna take questions from
A priest?
Asked a Priest. So here's the deal. I'm gonna take questions from a Reddit AMA done by Father Josh. Okay, you all know
my
Father
God.
Josh.
Shout out to Father Josh.
Shout out to Father John.
You have to give your best guess as to what his answer to the question was. All right.
Oh, dear
so,
God.
Okay.
First one's an easy one because there are 3 different answers. Okay, you guys ready?
What?
Yeah.
All right. First
never
question
ready.
is, what's your favorite fictional film about Catholicism?
Is it Passion of the Christ?
The Exorcist.
No, not Passion of Christ.
Oh, fuck.
The Exorcist.
Oh, so close.
What was that one movie
Exorcist 2!
where the priest was actually a shark werewolf?
No, not whatever that is.
Are you talking about Velocipaster?
I'm talking about Velocipaster!
The Nun.
No, sorry. 2 of them are horror movies. One of them is in the Nun franchise by proxy.
Annabelle?
Oh, God.
Is it
I
Annabelle?
don't know anything about
Oh.
religion.
I've expended my Christian movie knowledge.
All right, the 3 movies
We're all
are
heathens.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose, The Conjuring,
Oh, God damn it.
and Priest.
The Conjuring.
And Priest was the last one. Yes.
like,
A bit on the nose.
Like
This
the
dude
comic
got mad
series?
shit taste,
It
bro.
was Josh.
Okay, next question.
I thought it was
What would you like to see Pope Francis do next?
Do a flip.
die.
Do a flip. Do a flip.
Die or do a flip.
No, I'm sorry. The answer is be a brilliant administrator.
wow.
All right.
Lame, Josh.
This next one. Who is your favorite non-Catholic philosopher?
Plato.
Oh, so close, so close, so close.
Aristotle?
Play-Doh, but as
No.
in the funny, the Crayola toy.
No, Plato and Aristotle are close.
The funny clay.
So close.
Oh, I can't remember old Greek men off the top of my head.
Me.
There's a method named after him.
It's
Pythagoras.
me.
No.
Oh, sorry. It was
method.
Socrates. We were thinking of Socrates. All right, next one. Where do you get your black socks?
Hey,
A&M.
Small. Funny
No.
joke.
The Gap.
No. A little bit more generic.
Damn it.
Uh,
The Gap's pretty
Walmart.
generic.
Walmart.
No, I'm
Maybe?
sorry.
Target.
It was Kohl's. Next question.
Fucking.
What
I
to
hate
you? What to you is the most rewarding aspect of being a priest?
Almost drowning people and then taking up and saying, saved your life.
Close.
Wearing the little white collar because it makes them feel good.
No, I'm sorry.
The little white collar is pretty cool.
The answer is being involved in someone's life.
That sounds awful.
All right.
Awful.
Next question. What's the weirdest
There's
thing?
more.
What's the weirdest thing you had to do as a priest?
Listen to
Ooh,
someone confess to me about their foot fetish.
Actual exorcism.
No. There were quite a few questions about exorcism.
Confess that they're gay for Jesus.
No.
Simping for Jesus.
Father Josh answered, I once did a memorial service in a bar. All right.
Wow.
That's not.
What?
I feel like that's not that weird.
Well, it was to him. All
How
right.
many questions are there, Max?
Josh
Only-
lives a pretty mundane
Only
life.
4 more. All right. What type
Oh my-
of
Okay.
what type of gifts is the most appropriate for priests?
Is it black
All gay.
socks?
Is it black
Nope,
socks?
not
A
black
Bible.
Nope, not a Bible.
Bible.
Money.
You don't need Bibles.
Yes, actually, that is one of 2 answers.
Yes.
Money. What's
I
the
knew
other
it.
one? What's the other one?
Jay's got
And
the
it-
actual first correct
An
answer.
entire.
by the
Wait,
way.
what's the. An entire pew.
No, it was actually
Just a whole few?
his answer
Yeah.
was money and booze. Money and booze.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh,
really?
All right,
Of
all
course
right,
the priest
Josh.
likes
All right,
money.
Josh.
All right.
Of course the priest likes money.
Next one. How far can you punt a football?
I bet he can go over the mountains with
72.6
it.
feet.
How much does a baby weigh?
Depends.
More than a
Depends
football.
on-
That's a weight, Kaylee. Is it like 30 yards?
Close. I'll give you a partial credit. 20 yards. 20 yards.
Wow.
I said
All right.
72.6 feet. I don't know how that translates to yards.
Divide it by 3.
Well, the thing is that I'm my brain's
Small
stupid
brain.
and can't do math.
All right. What beliefs do you have, not influenced by Catholicism, that you hold to be 100% true?
He's an anti-vaxxer.
Oh.
God's not real.
Kaylee, you're going
I
too
am-
cynical on
That's
these.
the
Close.
That's the twist.
Very
What,
close.
what did you
I
say?
am Catholic, but I don't believe in God.
The answer is actually vanilla is better than chocolate.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
This
Josh.
man's on
Wow,
the shit
Josh.
list.
So, all right. And final question of round 2. What's the worst thing someone can do during Mass?
To the worm.
Oh, really
Go
close!
poggers!
Very close with Do the Worm.
Breakdancing?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
actually,
know what mass is.
It's actually liturgical dance. Liturgical dance.
What is liturgical
What does that
dance?
mean?
Liturgical dance is when you do an interpretive dance according to the proverb or part of the Bible that's being read.
That's incredible. Also,
Oh, it's when a Christian is like feeling themselves.
Yes. All right.
also
So,
Yeah.
Lily Mass is church, but for Catholics.
all right. So, third and final round. This is a quick round. Only 4 questions.
Lightning
here.
round.
This round
Okay.
is called
Dude.
Third Rock from the Son of God. What I'm gonna do is name 3 Christian rock bands. One of them.
Oh.
One of them is fictional. You have to figure out
Oh,
which
now
one
this-
is the fictional
this-
one.
This is the best one yet.
Okay, here is the first trio. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right, first trio bands is Second Chapter of Acts, Disciples of Oslo, or I Am Terrified.
I'm gonna say the
Is it
first
a
one is
Oslo.
not real.
Oslo's the faker.
I feel like
Uh,
Oslo's the
you
favorite.
are-
'Cause I Am Terrified is like an eccentric thing.
correct. Disciples of Oslo was the fake one. Next.
Hell
We're
yeah.
in sync,
trio.
Alex. Hell yeah.
Next trio. Zapped Depressive, Mad at the World, or Bob Dylan.
First, I think it's the first one.
You think it's Zapped
Bob
Depressive?
Dylan.
No, it
I'm
wasn't
gonna say
Bob
Dylan because I think it's a trick question.
No, it was Zapped Depressive. Bob Dylan is listed on Wikipedia as a Christian rock star.
Fucking incredible.
All right. Next one. Soul Junk, Ample Tooth, or Write This Down.
Write this down.
Soul junk.
I think it's Ample Tooth.
It is Ample Tooth was the fake one.
Ample tooth sounds like a Jack Stauber lyric.
All right, last
It
one.
does sound like a Jack Stauber.
Last one. Lifeborn, Lifehouse, or Lifesavers Underground.
First one.
Lifehouse.
Lifehouse.
Lifeborn.
It is Lifeborn.
Woo!
And
Fuck you, Lifeborn.
tallying up the points of the 3 rounds, the winner is God, because God is always king.
Hell
Praise him!
Preach!
I fucking hate you, God.
Max, I have to say, I was expecting a lot of things to happen today. I was not expecting my podcast to be hijacked with Bible quiz.
Aries
now-
would have fucking lost it if they were here.
Oh, I'm sure they'll
They
love this
would-
episode.
They were gonna lose it. Also, the point should have been used to buy your way into heaven. Just,
Yeah.
All right,
Indulgences.
so now do I read the audible.com ad? Audible.com
Oh,
is your number one
we're
site.
not
yet.
cool
We got
enough
50
to have ads.
54
Oh,
minutes.
okay, never mind.
We got 15
Never mind,
minutes.
okay.
We gotta
Um,
fill more time.
Oh my god.
Max, I must ask,
Yes.
what drove you to do this?
What drove you to sin?
All right. Well, honestly, you want me to break character here? Drop
Yes.
a bit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
we
yes.
break character all the goddamn
We
time.
Well-
have characters.
Yeah. I knew nothing about the podcast, and you guys just went into this blind, and I thought, what is the weirdest thing that I could do just right off the bat? And I thought, what
And
if
you
I
did
just
it.
what if I just turned it into a Christian game show just without any warning? and
I think-
thus I did.
I think that's absolutely hilarious. Our last guest, he talked about his experience as an actor on Titanic. He was the boat.
Okay.
So
I think
par
that
for
from
the
now
course.
On, I think from now on, if you're a guest on the podcast, you need to bring a 15-minute game show.
I'm not going to ask other people
you need
to
to bring
do this.
you need to bring eccentric trivia.
I don't think-
to this podcast.
I don't think you can beat. I don't think you can beat this. I don't think you can beat what Max
We've
has done.
peaked. We've
it
peaked
can
at
be done.
episode
It can be
16.
done. Everyone just needs to bring their hyperfixation or something
That's
that
a
they think
different
is funny and be
podcast.
like, here. No, but what I'm saying is they don't bring the subject. They bring a bunch of trivia about it that none of us know.
This is giving
so
me a
we're
fucking
just sitting
headache,
here riffing. Yeah, dude. Let's fucking go.
I actually had 5 more Bible quotes, but you guys seem to be getting sick of that section, so I moved on to round 2.
Bible quotes was the
Bible
least favorite.
The least favorite out of the ones that I had?
How much prep did you do for
out
this?
of those three segments, segment one
He
was,
had a
was
week.
the snoozes.
Right.
The rest were hype.
Yeah.
Is this why you didn't want to be in our Discord? You didn't want to spoil the fun?
Well, I never said... I joined your Discord as soon as Jay invited me.
I had asked him, the night I asked him to be on the podcast, would you want to join now, or would you want to join the day of? And you said the day of. And then,
I did?
for some reason, Lily was like, how fucking dare he!
I did not say that. Do not say that I said that. I'm not mean.
I don't remember that. I don't remember saying that.
I have...
find the receipts.
Quick, delete your message
Pull
now.
up the receipts.
I mean, I probably said it, but I don't know why I would
did.
say
I have the best memory of anyone in the whole world. Ask anyone I know.
that. Okay.
Now it's Jay's fault. It's okay.
I remember that time
Jay, what's my birthday?
Oh fuck! You said it last night.
January
January
4th.
I said it last. I said
The 4th? I almost said the
Dang.
that was a
1st.
good test because it
because-
was literally 24 hours
Because
ago.
last night, you mixed up your birthday with Keeper's birthday.
That was all part of the plan, baby.
That's just,
No,
I just
it
love the
wasn't.
idea that
You
you're
just
making
are
a deception
stupid.
solely to fool fucking Jay, dude.
It was just all for the
So-
plot. It wasn't me mixing up my own.
You're all
birthday.
just gaslighting me.
So, moving on from forgetting Alex's birthday.
Fucking cool
You've
down,
been on.
dude.
You've been doing shit on the internet for a long time, Max. I looked at your Twitter's like link. What do they call that thing with all the links? Linktree.
Yeah,
Saw
that
the
sounds
tree.
right.
I looked at your YouTube channel. I see shit from 13 years ago.
Oh yeah, I thought I was funny in college, and I recorded myself attempting to be funny for a few years.
Were you
Isn't
not
that
funny
what
in
we're
college,
doing?
Max?
That's what we're doing right now.
Uh,
None of us are in college.
I made this video called "Yogurt for Breakfast" with a lot of copyright infringement involved, and I still think that's kind of funny. So
It is
there's
a good
that.
video.
Yeah.
I saw 2 videos with you in it. One I picked at random, and one Jay showed me.
Okay.
And the one I picked at random was titled "Send Neil Death Threats."
Oh yes, yeah. That was a thing that my friend Neil Ciceriga hosted, and without him knowing it, I filmed him while he was sleeping for the video.
That's fucking
And I believe his response was a comment in all caps that said, "Oh my god, you creeps filmed me while I was sleeping."
That's so fucked.
He's the one that asked for death threats on the
Neil did
internet.
ask for death threats on the internet.
He was fucking asking for it. The maniac.
If it means anything, the video is kind of funny.
And that's
Sign.
That's actually an effective way to kill someone. I learned it from my biology teacher. For those who haven't seen
if you-
it,
Yeah.
it's injecting someone with rabies. The reason why that's
fun.
effective is because the symptoms
Rabies
of
kills people.
the symptoms of rabies when it starts, it's just kind of like a flu or a fever. But once it gets past that point, you're screwed. You're gonna die. But people typically know that they have rabies because they get bitten by something. But if you just inject someone without them knowing, then they don't know it, and they just think they have a flu, and then it's too late and they die. So.
Wow,
There's no
you're a
reasonable way to
psychopath.
trace it back to rabies.
I mean, they could like go to a doctor and get tested, but like you wouldn't think to do that, you know?
Wow. The other video.
Yeah, no.
The other video I sent Lily.
I gotta write this down. Hold on.
The other video I sent Lily, which is probably my favorite video with you in it, is on Ryan's channel, which is "What If You Were a Bird?"
Oh yeah,
And me and but my best friend Natalie, when we first like got into y'all's videos, that was one of our favorites that we'd send back and forth to each other. It's fantastic. Ryan just yells. It's great.
Yeah, I actually did a similar video with someone else previous to that, and I think their channel got deleted or something. But it was like also just like, hey, what about this? And then I was just like screaming as if I was a bird, and it was really short. So someday I might complete the trilogy of like 45-second long videos of just 2 people sitting down and one of them starts screaming like a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Really
I think you should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it like those YouTube premieres where I don't know how many people watch those.
I
But
watch them
someone will.
sometimes if I really care.
What is
the person?
what is
Do you
it?
not know what a YouTube premiere is?
I have no idea.
Oh,
So basically, YouTube has almost like a movie release system now that you can do, where you can notify your audience like a day or 2 in advance that you're releasing a video, and then when the video comes out, like the minute it does, it's treated like a live stream of the video, like you're going to watch it at a theater.
Yeah, so there's a chat for it.
And whenever you watch that video afterwards, you can see like how Twitch chat does you when you watch a VOD. You can see the live chat at the time.
Okay, well that's good to know. I'm actually editing a video right now that I recorded in 2012.
Oh my god!
It's me and Ryan Murphy. Not that one, the other one.
That happens with both two of your friends, Ryan Murphy and Kevin James. It's like, no, not that one. The small internet creator one.
Oh, right. Yeah. Famous people exist.
And then there's Maxwell Pacheco and Neil Ciceriga, so no confusing
names
us.
No one else has.
Yeah, so.
People try to not say, like, names, try to say the username over the person name because they're like, I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I can't fucking mispronounce it.
Yeah, hence why I tried to make my Twitch name Supermax, and then just went the opposite route with stuff that takes forever to type out. So.
Yeah, it's the whole branding. You gotta do something that people will remember, otherwise no one will find you.
Yeah. I should also probably make my streams more entertaining, otherwise no one will watch me. But, that's another problem.
I've been watching your streams for 8 months. What? No, it's been since, like, November. It's been almost a year that I've been watching your streams.
I don't know about you, Max. I've watched every stream you've ever made.
All right.
Kaylee, shut up.
Thanks for lurking.
You have?
I mean, Max, if it's any proof that that's not true... Yes, last night we had some random 16-year-old boy. I just out of nowhere. I don't know how this person found our stream.
Okay.
But they did find us. There was a 16-year-old watching our Minecraft stream for 6 hours at like 1 in the morning.
But can we out them? Can we dox them? Can you say their username?
We don't know anything about this person.
Yeah. I don't know anything about this.
And their usernames are different across different platforms.
They were very sweet, though.
What's their username?
It's like Vexed something.
It was like Vexed Wings, I think.
Yeah, Vexed Wings on Twitch.
And they said they came from my stream?
No,
they just came from nowhere. I don't know where they came from.
Okay, well,
but
But they were like the one viewer.
Yeah. Like it was just that person, and then also our friend Kiefer, who was also in chat. Yeah. And then Tyler was also in chat.
Every time we said the word "we,"
a couple of Jay's friends were there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Sabbath came in
for a call.
Yeah, Sabbath came in for 2 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's proof that anyone will watch anything.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. And enjoy it.
Or they won't. I played the entirety of Cluster Truck on stream last week, and I got our editor in the chat to talk, and that was it. The whole time.
It was the Alex Tyler stream.
It was the Alex Tyler stream.
It was the Alex Tyler stream.
Would you also like to say it, Lily?
Yeah, would you like to say it with us?
It was the Alex Tyler stream.
Yeah!
So this was the Alex Tyler stream?
It was the Alex Tyler stream.
Oh, okay.
It was the Alex
We're going to run this
stream.
bit into the fucking ground, everyone.
Yes!
Like we do every bit.
Jesus Christ.
You think I won't?
I don't think I've ever
I know
ran a bit
you
in the
will.
ground.
That's the worst part.
You think I'm unable?
No, I think you're able, Alex.
When have I ever ran a bit into the ground? Come on. You know me.
Every single one of our videos that you appear in, you run a bit into the ground.
No!
At least one. Only one. You have other bits throughout, but you pick the one and you're like, this is the one that gets wrecked.
What?
No,
I've never done that.
She's so good at jokes and never repeating them.
Never?
Never.
Not once? Not even the time when we were playing My Summer Car and Tyler had to cut out 10 minutes of footage of Kaylee screaming for Alex to drive into a pole?
Yes, sir.
Our summer car.
Our summer car.
It's very good.
All right.
It's not mine.
I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't in the video, so there's no proof it exists.
Tyler
Kaylee has a
mentioned
point.
We gotta
it.
release
We have
that
the
on
raw
the
footage.
Patreon.
Hold on,
Well,
I'm gonna release that
Tyler-
raw footage for our fucking Patreon.
Who are you gonna believe, him or me?
Tyler?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
always.
to believe Tyler.
I've never been
FableFew
untrustworthy with
Civil
you.
War.
Didn't
editors.
Lily
Two
already
editors.
do this joke when we got all the headshots
Yes.
done?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, when...
Also, I feel blood in my mouth. Let's take a break.
all right.
Let's
Alright.
take a break.
All right, we're back.
Yeah.
Blood's all in my mouth.
Talked about fucking Mario YouTube poops in like
We,
the 10 minutes.
We had to
No.
take Kaylee out back and shoot her, unfortunately, because she did
She's-
not like the bit from earlier.
Got injected with rabies.
She's gone.
Max did sneak into her house and inject her with rabies.
Yeah.
It's-
I wanted to see if
couldn't
it really
imagine a better
worked.
way.
All right.
Didn't you test it on Neil?
No, that was just hypothetical.
All right.
This was the real deal.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 25:11. When two men are fighting
No.
and
We're
the
not
wife
doing
of
this
one of
again.
them intervenes to drag her husband clear of his opponent, if she puts out her hand and catches hold of the man by his blank, you must cut off her hand and
Dick.
show her no mercy. Oh, just about.
Wrist.
The answer is privates.
Do they really use
Same
that
thing.
privates? That's
I mean, this is all translated,
tame.
so you know you could say it's dick. You know, you wouldn't be wrong to say dick.
The old text probably just said quack.
I don't think they would use the word quack.
I think they would.
By the way,
There are no rules.
I got most of these Bible quotes by just Googling weird Bible quotes or sex Bible quotes. So,
Sex.
Thank you
Bible,
for clarifying that sex Bible quotes is one of your searches.
oh, I've got a fun search history. In fact, let me read it to you.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh?
All right,
Oh.
here we
Reads it like
go.
the fucking 95 Thesis.
All right. I was looking at A Nightmare Before Christmas Minnie Mouse ear headband by Loungefly. I was looking at my own Instagram. I was looking at a poll of should we
Nice.
punish Panda.
Yeah.
I was looking at this Discord, my Linktree, my Twitter,
Wait,
Twitter.
you use the desktop version of Discord?
Yeah. This Discord, Twitter. Why do I keep checking Twitter for stuff? This Discord, YouTube Yesterworld, 5 stories of lost and abandoned movie props.
Oh.
Let's see.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, where we count down the top 10 lost and abandoned movie props.
Number 15.
Number
All right.
Stop dead.
It is.
the Twitter trend of Porygon. I googled Gravity
Nice.
Falls crabs.
Max,
Yeah.
what are your favorite Pokemons?
What are my
To this-
favorite
That's
Pokemons?
important.
Wait, I posted this already.
Be,
Whoops.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Max
Uh-oh.
has left.
They
Max,
Hi.
you're back.
I was really offended by the question of what my favorite Pokemon are. I needed to take a minute to decide if it was worth coming back to the podcast.
His last podcast, it was a lot of us just yelling Pokemon opinions.
Okay.
It was the
'cause,
entire episode.
We were
was
talking about
Pokemon.
food, and then one of our other members, Gray, was like, "This is boring. I want to talk about Pokemon now." And so we did.
And then we talk about Pokemon for the rest of the fucking podcast.
I was not happy about it.
Well,
I was very happy.
I
About
like
Saying
me
that
a-
on air, huh?
I like me a Marowak. Right now in Pokemon Go,
Oh,
I'm doing my darnest to get a shiny unknown T. Shiny unknown T.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
Why specifically
I like
the T?
Well, unfortunately, this is where I'm gonna have to get sincere. I was going for a nighttime stroll with my beloved girlfriend Betsy, and
She's lovely.
and I was playing Pokemon Go because why would I give her all my attention, you know? And it was the end of an event where unknowns were hatching from eggs, and I was talking about how barely anyone in my Pokemon Go Discord had gotten any unknowns, and my very last egg of the event was hatching while she was there, and wouldn't you know it, I hatched an unknown T.
Ah.
Oh.
Lovely.
Wasn't that neat?
Yes.
Man, we usually don't get that since you're on this podcast.
Yeah. That we saved that for 2 a.m. Last
We do
night,
save that for 2 a.m.
We
Yeah.
talk about the concept of
Yeah,
death.
last night, Lily, after you left the call, me and Aries, because we were talking about food, and then Tyler left to make a sandwich, and then Alex was still playing, RimWorld. And me and Aries were just like, yeah, so, like, I'm not afraid of death, but I think about it. We were just talking about death for, like, 3 minutes, and then Tyler...
They went into, like, talking about, like, the loss of family members and the loss of their own life and what you want what your body to be done, what happens to it when you die. And then Tyler just steps back in and goes, yummy turkey sandwich. Literally word for word. Just... Also, after the call ended, I played RimWorld for another 4 hours, and it ended when a single wire short-circuited that was running under the farm caught fire, killed all of our crops, all the animals died of starvation, and everyone died trying to put out the fire. So I turned the video game off and went to bed.
Incredible.
Wow.
Well, now when I
can't...
when I die, I want my obituary to just say, yummy turkey sandwich. That's it.
I'll make sure to let Tyler know.
You have to quote Tyler.
No quote marks or like any credit. Just like in the newspaper, just like my face, my name, and then yummy turkey sandwich. That's it.
I want my gravestone to be an arrow pointing down that says I was stupid, or it says I told you I was sick.
That's a pretty good one.
No, I want the tombstones that like are like those T-shirts that middle school boys wear, where it's like Master Chief and it says "Gamers don't die, we respawn." but
written in stone.
Yeah.
Or how about one of those ones where it's like a stick figure with the Xbox controller and the headphones? He says, "I can't do chores, Mom. I'm gaming."
Oh no, it could be
like
the husband and wife stick figure, like they're getting married and it says "Game over."
The husband has to have the ball and chain.
Yeah.
Well, I just kind of want to.
I love those middle school, like freshman and high
They
school
fucking
T-shirts
suck.
that are just like a checklist that's like things to do, and it's like game, drink Mountain Dew.
My little brother
Don't
had a
listen to
couple of
Mom.
those, and they were.
I used to have
Hell
shirts
yeah.
like that.
fantastic.
They're so fucking good.
That reminded me one Christmas.
Peak fashion.
One Christmas, my grandma got my little brother a shirt with a minion on it, and I got a picture of it where his expression is just looking at me from across the room, being like, "Why?" And then my grandma just being like, "Oh, isn't it a great shirt?" And he's like, Yeah, it is, Grandma."
Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you,
Like
Grandma.
when I was in school, I was in the band, and that was like the one factor that my extended family knew about me. So for like all of high school, my extended family would either give me a $20 bill, or they would, because they didn't know what to get me, or they would buy me a shirt that just had like a stock photo of all the Beatles on it with the logo of the Beatles on it.
What?
And then they're just like, "You like music, right?
Oh.
Child, have this T-shirt with the band."
How
on
many
it."
fucking Abbey
The
Road
band.
T-shirts did you get?
Oh, not just like their faces with the band logo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
sucks.
it's just like the busts of them. Not even an album cover in sight.
My parents.
Max, do you have any stories?
Yeah. So my parents, growing up, they restored and went to antique car shows with a pair of antique 60s Volkswagen Beetles. And so I didn't really care. I mostly wanted to play Game Boy at these car shows. But
As you do.
Yeah.
relatives and, friends of the family who just assumed that apparently this was my idea, gave me a lot of toy Volkswagen cars. At which point I would say thanks, and then when they were gone, I would just give them to my parents. My parents would be like, cool! So, yeah.
It's actually a secret gift for your parents.
Pretty much.
Hi, I'm Max. I'm feeding into my parents' hyperfixation.
I was the art kid in my family growing up. I wanted to be, so I got like.
Did you get the suitcase?
I got 20 of those fucking suitcases with the shitty chalky watercolors that I didn't use.
I wasn't the
a bunch of
only
crayons
one.
that were awful.
Hell yeah! It's sitting in the fucking closet in my hallway right now.
Yep-so-fucking-lutely, dude. I also have like
my sister was the art kid.
Yeah. That's how it was.
I think I threw that away only when I was forced to move out.
I also have a how to draw anime book.
Nice.
I own those genuinely, actually.
I just fuck around and find out with my art. Like, I don't need a
I think it was
book.
like...
You know what was a fun, you go.
Oh, I own them mostly because sometimes they have genuinely good tips on figure drawing. Other times they are full of bad anime, and I go, "Wow, someone published this, and people buy this."
I hate how to draw anime books. Like, some of them are actually good. Like, I think the one that I have is one of the better ones because it actually has good art advice. But the ones where it's like, draw this exact image step by step, like, I fucking hate those. That's not how you learn how to draw art. Well, I mean, some people do, but like, it's stupid.
A paint by numbers book is the shit, though.
Well, so it's the same thing. Alex, were you ever given one of those like books full of like how to play like pop culture songs of the decade or whatever?
No.
Because
I got that by just being in band. No one ever actually knew what I was into or what a clarinet was. So they were just
really?
like, you like music. You like music.
They were like, haha, like
Squidward. You play the long skinny instrument, right, boy? And then they hand me the Beatles t-shirt and they say, "Wear this." But the thing I got was like that was really it when it came to music stuff. I'm trying to think. I at one point as a young child liked the idea of origami. So for like a solid year, the only thing I was given was like how to do complex origami books.
Huh. My little brother got really into origami. I never did. I could only do the paper ball. That was my favorite. I remember in like 5th grade, I taught everyone how to do the paper ball, and then the teacher was like, "Hey, this is distracting," and then threw it all of them away, and I was very sad.
My childhood like creative outlet was Lego, so I got a lot of Lego and Bionicles.
So you got stuff you actually wanted.
Yeah, when they were not on sale. They didn't buy that shit at full price. We're poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, if my parents had just told all of like friends and family, like, get Max Legos, boy, would I have had a better childhood. But
yeah, like my blood like relatives would get me Legos and Bionicles. Everyone else was like, I don't know what the fuck you want.
Yeah, I had a great aunt who got me like this tiny Lego set I wanted once, like one of the the ones that would cost like $10 today.
Yeah.
And it was like the greatest day of my life, and I like ran around going like, I got it, and apparently none of the other relatives like really gave a shit to take a cue from that, and I just got like random crap for the rest of my childhood from them.
Damn.
Once I wisened up to the fact that they didn't know what to get me relatively quick, so I wrote like a shopping list around the holidays. And I was just like, I gave it to my mom and I was like, copy this and distribute it like literature.
Well, I think
mom was my publisher for my Christmas list, so I usually just got video games.
I think the worst thing is that my family knew what I wanted to get, but I would always have the older, like my great grandma who is still surprisingly good looking despite being almost 90 now. She would get me the most random shit, despite how very clear it was that I wanted video games, please. My mother will not buy these $60 discs for me. But my great grandmother would always get me like clothes from like J.C. Penney that, if you compared prices, probably put more toward, like, it was more putting more money towards the clothing than they would have just buying like a single video game.
Clothing's fucking
That's how it would be.
expensive.
No, department
Clothes
store
aren't.
clothing is expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Fucking
Hey,
waste of
we
money.
completely got sidetracked because we were talking about the pencil suitcase.
Oh yeah, the
The
pencil
art
suitcase.
But I found out that we had that up in my closet because it's also where we keep the board games for some reason. It's just like a spare shelf in a closet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was rooting around in there looking for stuff because I was like, what board games do we have besides like the original Monopoly?
Do you not have
from,
apples to
like,
apples?
the 60s. We do not. We do not have modern games at all.
Do you
We
have-
a spirograph set?
Do you have
Hey.
Oh.
Mrs.
Yahtzee
Monopoly?
that we
That
have
sounds sick.
Yahtzee. We have Yahtzee that was like the original like version that my parents got when Yahtzee was a new concept when they were in like high school. It's yellowed with age on the box, and like it's like opening Jumanji. But we
Yes.
have a we also you roll the dice or die. But the what's the word? I found a real gem, which was like a leather-bound suitcase. I was like, "What is this?" It's like a real-ass backgammon set. And I was like, "Oh, yes!" And, the little pieces feel good. They're like made of like some sort of like stone material, so they clack.
Ooh. Isn't
The board itself is made of leather and not wood, which is
Oh
the
my-
only disappointing fact because I want them to clack.
Why is it made of leather? Is it to keep them from slipping?
That's the
Yes.
Oh my
one.
god.
That's right there.
There it is.
That's the one.
So this is let me describe this because I believe this is
Fun game that makes
an
sense.
audio medium. Yes.
Yes.
There's like this
Yes.
drawing of like a man who like looks kind of aroused by the word Yahtzee.
He's very excited.
And it says the fun, and fun is in all caps, game that makes thinking, all caps, ... fun, cursive,
Here.
exclamation
Wow.
point.
Let me do my best take. The fun game that makes thinking fun.
Yes.
Alex, why? Why did you do this?
I like the inflection you put on fun.
So what did you look up to find this picture, Max?
I just typed in first edition of Yahtzee.
Incredible.
All right.
Incredible.
If anyone cares to see it,
My
It has
can
like
look
the
it up.
inside has like a piece of paper that explains the origin story of Mr. Yahtzee. Like it's like
like how
It's got
Monopoly used
more.
to?
yeah, just like we also have like an original edition of Yahtzee
Wait.
or Monopoly when it was still like the early.
Hold on,
What?
wait,
Like
wait,
the
wait,
easy
wait.
count
No,
and-
I've just invented a new game. All right.
yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I want all of us to give our perceived origin of Mr. Yahtzee.
Oh.
Please.
Just from the way this
Yes,
man
please.
looks.
Yes, yes.
That's Mr. Yahtzee, obvious. That's Dr. Yahtzee, Professor
Professor
Yahtzee.
Dr.
Because
Yahtzee.
he does have a graduation cap on.
He does, yes.
And a big ass tie.
Bow tie, yes, yes.
I think that this man dog just yelled.
Yeah, dog.
I
howl.
think that this man is turned on by the sound that dice make in a plastic cup.
Shuka, 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 shuka. That sound?
Yes.
This version of Yahtzee, the cup is also like leather.
Ooh.
Real? Ew.
Yeah, it's very soft. It's probably like pleather. It's probably not real leather. It's like padded. It's probably not leather. It's probably a different.
Well, I still
material
think he gets.
that I don't know.
No. I just realized. Actually, I was gonna say he gets his rocks off from the sound it makes, but his cock and balls are made of dice.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Oh, so
get that.
he makes that sound when he walks.
so
He's the one that makes that sound.
I think Professor Yahtzee was a college professor who got into some really, really bad gambling debts. And they put a gun to his head and told him that if he could roll 5 die and make it so that it was the same number on all of them in 3 tries, they would let him live. And he couldn't do it, so they cut his head off. And so now his floating head floats around and waits for...
Like Zombie.
Right, waits for that magical day when someone will roll 5 die and get a matching set of numbers, and his spirit will finally be free.
Max, you sound like you're describing the plot of like a 1970s sitcom.
Sitcom? Not like horror movie?
No. So like, as the sitcom wouldn't have the whole murder bit, but he would be like a magical entity that's like summoned. Episode 1, the characters roll the dice. They get
He's
like
the green
5
alien in the
6s.
Flintstones.
All right, so it'd be like me and Mr. Yahtzee having fun, learning things.
Doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Something
Okay.
like that. That's the vibe
Okay.
I'm getting.
Lily,
what
what's
you
your
just-
synopsis for the plot of Dr. Yahtzee?
Well, before I describe, your synopsis sounds like the Gritty reboot they would have done more recently.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this man,
This man.
I think this is the kind of man who lacks fingers. So,
Okay.
Dr. Yahtzee in his youth, he was a big gambler. He was really into like poker and what's the game? What I guess
Craps.
Texas Hold'em? Not craps.
Craps is my favorite.
We're not bringing dice in yet. Dice is later. Dice is a
Okay.
secret tool we will use later. He was really into poker. You know, he was top poker gambler, whatever the fuck World Star Casino does. I don't remember what it's
World
called.
Star.
He had those tournaments. He was like number 1 in his time, which would have been, I don't know, 1950s. But he had an accident one day where he lost all of his fingers.
No.
And he's like, well, I can't play poker anymore. But he did realize, you know, I can play poker, but with dice. Make it fun for the entire family. And so in order to deal with the fact that he no longer has fingers, he decided to turn poker into a dice game
That's
called Yahtzee.
How did it
All right.
go on, Alex?
White text fade in on black background. Yahtzee. Smash cut. New York, 1920. I almost said 90. It's in the 1920s. Mr. Moneybags and at this point, Mr. Yahtzee are in their 30s. They just got out of business school. Mr. Moneybags is going to run for office. It might not be New York. I don't remember what the town Monopoly is based off of. It's a real town.
I think it's New York.
No, it's not. It's something else because New York would just be fucking numbers. But
It's somewhere in New York.
It's like Pennsylvania somewhere. But,
Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Wow.
Oh, it's Joyzy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 1920s Joyzy. And now it's all I can think about with their accents. But Moneybags is like, I'm going to run for office. And then, like, Yahtzee's like, well, I'm going to become, like, the dean of, like, I don't know what college is in Jersey.
Jersey
University.
College.
Jersey State College.
Yep. But things fall through. Yahtzee gets into some gambling debts. The election goes south due to a smear campaign by the other party. They decide to go dirty. Moneybags becomes a house flipper and starts buying all the real estate. Yahtzee starts getting into the underdark of Jersey and getting into gambling debts. Eventually asking Moneybags for help, but Moneybags has already reached the top. He's got the monopoly. So Yahtzee does what anyone would do. He starts a board game. He creates fun for the whole family. A trick device that will get him his money back so that he may fund his revenge campaign to kill Moneybags at the top of his ivory tower.
Did you just make a board game cinematic universe?
You're damn right I did. And I'm proud of it.
Oh.
Good one.
So apparently, Mr. Yahtzee is just like an actual guy named
Oh?
Yeah.
Edwin S. Lowe. who died just before I was born, February 23rd, 1986. Wow. So I could be the reincarnation of Edwin S. Lowe, you guys.
You gotta take up the mantle.
All right, Mr. Edwin.
His occupation was salesman, toy maker, gaming entrepreneur, real estate developer, and film and theatrical producer.
Are we?
What a renaissance man!
Are we gamer entrepreneurs?
I'm not sure.
We are gamer entrepreneurs.
What in the world did he produce? Give me a second for that, because it's claiming this without any sources. So that's a little bit dubious.
That's what white men could do in the 60s.
So. Apparently.
I don't put it past him.
It was a movie and play called A Talent for Murder that he produced.
Oh,
yeah.
Murder.
Saucy.
Yes.
Dial M for Mr. What was his name again?
So in the lore,
Mr.
he's not referred to as He's not referred to as Dr. Yahtzee. I thought he was an actual professor at some point, or got an honorary doctorate.
A lot of people get honorary doctorates, to be fair.
Yeah, I know, but this seems like the kind of guy that would call himself doctor as soon as he got it.
So ever since we mentioned Monopoly, I have a very important question for everyone. When you play Monopoly,
is it the piece?
When you play Monopoly, what piece do you pick? What?
The iron.
Dog.
I don't pick any piece. Trick question. I don't like Monopoly.
I'm not a fool to play.
Wow, you are
I also pick the
smart
dog,
man.
but if someone picks the dog, I want the boot or the thimble. No, I usually pick the thimble. It changes. Yeah. It changes, but dog or thimble or boot.
I think the hat, actually, because I have this.
The hat's a good one.
I have this weird thing about like pieces on a game board falling over. It bothers me. And the hat is the most stable, so,
This is true.
That is fair.
The boat's also pretty stable. But the boat's in the newer versions. It's like a carrier ship.
I didn't know there was a boat.
Yeah, my brother always picked the boat, but the piece that we had is like a really thin one, so it always fell over.
You know what's not fun?
What?
Huh.
1, Monopoly. 2, the fact that newer versions of Monopoly inflate the money with current times.
They do not.
I don't want to start. There's ones where there's like Monopoly Millionaire, where like the point is it's dealing in like a lot of money. The older versions where it just was dealing like up to 500 at a time is something I can handle. It's like when you it's like comparing like it's my hyperfixation, so I'm gonna bring it up. But like Paper Mario, how like their stats are like they go up to like 30.
Yeah.
In terms of numbers, and then you play like a Final Fantasy, and they're in like 10,000 by the end of the game, and you're like, oh Jesus Christ! Like it's a bit excessive, the numbers.
When I still watched cable, I remember I saw a commercial for a Monopoly, but it had like a fucking credit card reader.
No, I hate that.
Yes,
shit.
They were dealing in credit cards, and they had like digital displays on the board.
Like, shut the fuck up! Just stop trying to innovate board games.
Well, you see, the problem with Monopoly
the only thing you should do with Monopoly is theme it. Have the things be like video game references.
Well, I think the biggest problem with Monopoly is that it exists at all.
Oh yeah.
And that it is sold as a product because I don't know if you know, but Monopoly was stolen from a woman who designed it as a criticism of capitalism.
Yes, and
how the turntables.
And apparently the pieces, like the board game pieces, weren't originally going to be included. The instructions were just going to be like, use random small things that you find around the house. It's fun. And people weren't into that.
Well, of course they weren't into it. It's the idea of art as a criticism.
That makes sense why the pieces are so mishmashed like that, is because they were like things around your house. But they're also huge fucking things. Like thimble is like the only one that makes sense. Other ones, hat, boot, dog.
Dog is something you find around your house that you can use as a Monopoly piece.
And use his
there's also like a plane at some point. They added a plane piece.
That sounds like something they would have added in the Nintendo Wii port of Monopoly.
Yeah.
Monopoly World something.
Monopoly World Star.
Monopoly World Star.
Hasbro is a hell company.
Oh, do tell.
So, Max, you got anything you want to plug?
No, I just want to shit on Hasbro now. Go ahead.
That's fair.
I don't like what Hasbro has done to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
Hasbro.
What?
Wait.
They're the company that owns Ouija. The Ouija.
Yes, they do also own the Ouija
that
board.
Does Hasbro own Wizards of the Coast?
Yes, they do.
I didn't
They own
know
Wizards of the
that fucking
Coast,
sucks.
which is why My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic legally can have a D&D episode.
I love that.
Which it did.
I actually kind of love that though.
It's everyone who works on a Hasbro property that does anything regarding Dungeons and Dragons usually genuinely has a love for the product. I love what they make. I don't like what Hasbro does in terms of handling Wizards of the Coast as a company.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's something I don't think I've talked about on the podcast before, but I absolutely loathe the fact that there is a Critical Role Hasbro-produced book for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
It just
She
kind of
has
takes
gone
all
off
of
about
the...
this.
I don't have a lot of time to talk about it because we're about to end the podcast, but my biggest problem always comes back to Hasbro producing this book takes away from so many other independent publishers that do stuff for D&D, and the fact that Critical Role as a property existed originally as just kind of like a bunch of voice actors playing a game, and then it's become so corporatized by Wizards of the Coast, it just feels scummy.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Hasbro. Hasbro, makers of fine game.
Go and try to talk to a ghost that's not real. Goodbye forever.